trees weep ash, the air stands still. 1,000 whispers carve the hill. Roots twist like serpents seeking prey.
The sky cracks open, its shadow falls. The mountain shivers, the forest calls. The earth groans deep where spirits lay.
And now,
Max Wrestling presents Promo Series 10, Endgame, Night 1.
Welcome to Promo Series 10 Endgame. I am your captain, going solo for Night 1, but I will of course be presenting all of tonight's action and segments for you, so thank you for joining us on a stacked week. We just got done with Full Gear, we got Survivor Series coming up, and a whole bunch of business to wrap up in the promo climax, as well as big things coming in 2026. So here's what's coming up tonight on Night 1. We kick off the traditional winner stays on gauntlet for the Max Knowledge Championship, as Moses Marquez is the first challenger for Ted P. Dinero, and the winner will immediately take on Blade Rodriguez. But Moses also has a championship he is definitely defending, because Steve and Mike are coming for the Max Tag Team Championships in Tag Team TV rules. And it's definitely triple duty for Moses, as he, Beer, and Cypher all battle it out for a shot at the Demoness and her World Championship next month at Promogeddon. Also tonight, I will preview what's to come in 2026 with a major announcement. To make Max Wrestling your new home for all things wrestling, all you have to do is smash that like button and subscribe. For all of those who prefer the old-fashioned podcast method, follow us on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And for all things Max Wrestling, head over to the beautifully done website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. And I don't know how Moses says all of that so quickly every single week. So, make sure you check out the official Max Wrestling post show after Max. The QR code is on the screen right now. Hosted by our very own Flex Murdoch, aka Corey Coulter, aka Cypher. You never know who's going to show up or what's going to go down, because the end of the show is never the end. So let's not waste any more time. Moses wants more gold, so as we used to say in the old days, it's trivia time. Unfortunately, we have been unable to get a hold of Teddy in order to conduct his side of the trivia. Therefore, we've decided that the winner of this gauntlet on Thursday will become the interim knowledge champion, and when Teddy returns, he will have to beat the winner's total score from all 3 rounds. Alright, like we always say, speak his name and he appears. El Jefe is here.
Hey.
Alright, first challenger for Teddy P's Knowledge Championship. It is best of 7 throughout 3 rounds. First challenger is Mo. Second challenger is Blade Rodriguez. Third challenger will be revealed at the end of the show.
Shockers. Shockers coming your way, everybody.
Alright, so, round 1. Question 1. Who did Mick Foley defeat to win his first WWE Championship in January 1999?
The Rock.
Yes. Who held the AAA...
Don't change it from WCW. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, January 4th. Who held the AAA Mega Championship alongside the AEW World Championship?
Kenny Omega.
I will accept, but it's Kenny By God Omega.
By God, that's right. Or Kenneth Jerome. I forget his full name. Government name.
Question 3. Which Japanese star is known as the Stone Pitbull?
Tomohiro Ishii.
Yes. Alright, I didn't know this one until I saw it. Which WWE match type was originally called the Double Hell Cage in Japan?
Oh, it's got to be War Games.
There's a clue in the name. It's Hell in a Cell.
Oh, shit. Huh, okay. That one threw me. I mean, it sounds like War Games, so okay. That's all right.
Yeah, you'd think so with it saying double. But,
hey.
Actually, let me fact check that
And
one.
it's not the Triple Cage from WCW. So.
No, yeah, it was Hell in a Cell.
Hey. Beautiful.
All right, but we're still on 3. Question 5. Who won the first ever King of the Mountain match in TNA?
It's got to be the King of the Mountain himself, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, I think he won 3. But yeah, he won the first one, and hence the nickname King of the Mountain.
Hey, the old fucker.
Question 6. Who was the first person to win the AEW TNT title 3 times?
Cody Rhodes.
Raheem Cody Rhodes. Yes.
Cody Raheem Rhodes, Corey Streets, as we call him in the TSK.
All right, that's 5 out of 6. Final question. And I completely forgot about this one. By what name was Damian Sandow known in TNA?
Oh, God. Holy fuck. What was he known in TNA? No, hold on, wait. I know this because I remember seeing him in TNA. I was about to be like the guy's like, oh, he's the genius. No, it's not the fucking genius. That's like Randy Savage's brother from way back in the day. Why didn't one? No, I hate that they're both named Damien because I'm getting confused with Damian Priest. So I'm not even gonna lie with that one. The fucking what the fuck was it? I'm so stuck right now. I'm just gonna have to fucking pass. I got nothing. No, wait, hold on. No. Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I probably wouldn't have remembered it either. But it was Aaron Rex.
See, yep, never in a million years. Never in a million years.
All right, 5 out of 7.
Not bad. Not bad.
Okay, round 2. New champion, El Jefe versus next challenger, Blade Rodriguez. Here's the 7 questions. Who won the 2018 inaugural Women's Royal Rumble?
Oh, fuck. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say it's her. Oh, God, is it her? It's 2018. Who the fuck wins the Royal Rumble in 2018 for the women? And I hate that this comes to fucking mind, but like the first name that comes to my brain is Nia. I don't know if that's fucking right. And that's my problem right now. Is I'm already thinking of the massive stars. And so now I'm trying to figure out, is it, what was it like? Becky. Fucking hell. I don't want to go with my gut. I'm going to go with my gut. I don't want to go with my gut. Don't say Nia. Why am I saying Nia? Why is Nia the only name in my head today? It's not. No, it was. You know, one of these times like you wish you had a time machine in your brain just so you can go back and look at certain things. This is exactly it. Oh, fuck, 27 years ago. So long ago.
As it's the first question, I'll give you a little hint. This was the year Nakamura won the men's.
That was Oscar. That was
Yes.
the year they went both Japanese stars. Yes, okay, fuck. See, I knew I was wrong. I was like, there's no way it's Nia.
Yeah, because then obviously it was the debut of Ronda Rousey straight after it.
Yes, okay.
All right, question 2. Who did Shawn Michaels defeat in his 2002 return to the ring at SummerSlam?
2002 return? Would that... I'm at a Survivor Series, and the only other match that I'm thinking of in my brain skis right now when it comes to Shawn's returns is when he came back all extra Christian And if I'm not mistaken, his first rival coming back extra Christian was his best buddy, Triple H.
Yes. Because up until then, we didn't think he could wrestle again, and Triple H hit him with a sledgehammer.
And then he came out with the Jesus.
Yes.
The Jesus.
Also one of the greatest SummerSlams of all time.
Facts.
Question 3. Which tag team were originally managed by Paul Ellering in NXT?
Oh my God! I almost called them the fucking Gates of Agony.
I get your wavelength.
It's the fun typical names with the 3 words and the such. Oh my God! What the fuck were they? The problem is I'm seeing them. Rakem, Azar. Oh my God! What the fuck was their stupid name? I actually liked them.
I could probably take that if you can't get it.
Then yeah,
we'll take it.
I really want to get the name. Go ahead. No, I can't.
Hageman Razar is the Authors of Pain.
Oh, see, and I said, like, my brain was like, oh, there's a pain, and it was like, what did I fucking say? I was like, Gates of Agony. No, wrong way.
There's definitely an of in there. Legion of Doom, Gates of Agony. All right,
so
3 for 3. Question 4. Who was the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion?
Ooh. This is okay. Now we're getting for real. Was that? No, it wasn't. Oh wait, was that Charlotte? Was that Charlotte, or was that somebody else? Was that Charlotte? No, because my fucking brain goes right to Kurt, which is Jade. But when they did the title split. No, she was the inaugural women's champion. Pause myself. She was the inaugural women's champion. She wasn't the SmackDown, whatever the hell. So then who was SmackDown? Was that Asuka? Would that be Asuka? Wasn't. And that's where I'm like, I don't want to say it was her. Who else could it have been? Who else was like first in? It was her. There was Sasha. Ew. I don't know why I don't gag when I say Sasha, but I'll gag when I say Monet.
Yeah.
Fuck. I kind of feel like my gut's not wrong on this. I'm gonna go with Charlotte. I'm gonna stick with Charlotte, I should say.
It was definitely one of the 4 horsewomen, but it was Becky Lynch.
Oh no.
Yeah, Charlotte was the first women's champion after they got rid of Divas title, but she was on Raw, so they needed a title for SmackDown.
Got it. See, and I was like, I knew it too. I was like, watch it be Becky, and sure enough.
All right, 3 out of 4. Question 5. In TNA, who was known as Hardcore Country?
Hardcore Country. Mickey James.
Yeah.
It's the only time I'm gigging country all of a sudden. So.
Question 6. Who won the first ever Money in the Bank match in 2005?
Oh, the inaugural. Chris Jericho.
Oh, I can see why you went with Jericho, but it was Edge.
Oh, shit.
Jericho came up with the concept for the match.
That's right.
But Edge won it. Jericho's never won it, even though he invented it.
The ultimate opportunist, and of course I ignored him for the guy we haven't seen in a year.
And he held it for almost a year and then cashed in on Cena.
Fucker. All right. Dang it.
Okay.
The brainwaves were there, though.
Final question for round 2. Who was the 2016 Raw General Manager during the brand split?
Oh my God. I'm seeing like 100 people. Fuck. 2016? My brain don't work this well. It's not Theodore. It's not Theodore Long. I'm not going with Theodore Long. I want to go Theodore Long.
Yeah, it was the first GM we had for a while because it was all the authority and shit.
Wait. 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 Oh God, my fucking brain says don't say it, but I want to fucking say it. Oh my god. Fuck it, I'm rolling with it. I don't have a fucking. No. I was like, I want to say. I don't know why I want to say Brian so bad, but I don't think it's Brian. Kurt for sure, but was Kurt 2016 or was he after that? Oh, the fucking Universal Belt, Mick Foley.
Yes, I think Kurt was right after him, but yeah, Mick Foley,
Mick Foley
was the Raw
the
GM.
Stupid Universal title.
All right, 5 out of 7.
His apparent friendship with fucking Stephanie McMahon. It was weird.
I'm pretty sure he introduced the 24/7 title as well because he was like, "Hey, hardcore legend."
And a belt that nobody cared about.
No, it's the PG version of the hardcore title. Yay.
In the worst PG of ways.
Asuka, she eliminated Nikki Bella. Triple H, authors of Pain, A Common Razar, my favorite, Becky Lynch. Mickie James, Edge WrestleMania 21, Mick Foley.
Right, the Knowledge Championship winner stays on Gauntlet will continue, of course, this Thursday on night 2. But before we go any further, I'm going to quickly recap Full Gear because obviously I don't have anyone here to discuss it with me. It was a very rare occasion that I've actually watched the entire pay-per-view from start to finish. Normally I just watch it in bits because I can't stay up late anymore, especially with AEW pay-per-views because they run for like 12 hours. But I kind of understand now why the trios match for the CMLL World Trios titles was on the pre-show because of course it ran over onto the main show. So technically the main show kicked off with Okada making his grand entrance halfway through the match because Kazuchika Okada gives no fucks. And it was a great match. Again, we're seeing that dissension between Okada and Takeshita. But there were points where it looked like they were actually going to win. But it was still a nice win for Mystico, Dorada, and Neon. So, Pac and Darby Allin. It was what it was. I think it probably could have done with a stipulation given that it was basically a blood feud within a blood feud for Darby because he still wants to murder Mox, but now Pac's involved. But Darby's probably been involved in too many stipulation matches lately as it is. But it was nice for Pac to get the win too. Like we said on last week's predictions, he needed the win. He hasn't had a big win for a while, and he's recently returned, so he needed this win much more than Darby. Great to see the Timeless Love Bombs, who one of the favorites in the semifinals for the women's tag team tournament final. And of course, they now get to pick a stipulation for their semifinal match against Marina Shafir and Megan Bayne, which I have a sneaking suspicion is going to come back to bite them in the ass. But I'm still pulling for the Love Bombs to win the tournament. And if not them, then Sisters of Sin. But I don't know when we're going to find out. When are the semifinals? Talking to myself because Mo's not here. On Thanksgiving. So they are this Wednesday on Dynamite. What else happened? Like we said, FTR. It was a high time they had another title run. They haven't had one for a while. It sucks for Brodito because I think they're a great team. And it's been a pretty good run as champions, but FTR have just been kind of floating in no man's land for a while now in random feud after random feud and not really going anywhere. So it's nice to see them get another run, and I believe they were referred to as the first ever 3-time AEW Tag Team Champions. I might have to fact check that one. Can I? Is there anywhere I could look for that? Here we go. Reigns. Yeah, record tying 3-time Tag Team Champions. Of course, with the Young Bucks. Who else is it going to be? But yeah, nice to see FTR back in the championship saddle, as they say. The Casino Gauntlet, honestly, I feel it was kind of pointless being a gauntlet, because they didn't even get all the way through all the entrants before Ricochet got the win, and it was basically Ricochet's boys versus MVP's boys, and of course, the Hurt Business got beat up right at the start of the match as Ricochet was making his way down. Then in come the rest of the group. But having said that, I feel like it should have just been like a 6-pack challenge or something like that, because making it a gauntlet just seems pointless when you're not going to get all the entrants involved before the match finishes. But either way, I think Ricochet was the right choice. Love the belt. Obviously, you can see the NWA TV title up there, which is why I love the TV championship so much. I love that AEW, even though it's the national title, and looks very much like the NWA national title, it does also have the kind of the color scheme of the TV title, so it's kind of like a mashup of the both. But it's basically it's a throwback to the 80s style NWA belt, and I'm sure people are going to continue to get pissed off in the NWA about it. Take the compliments. Excuse me. But yeah, I think Ricochet was the right choice. He has silenced a lot of people in AEW. Some doubted him. Some were excited to see him. I remember his debut in person at All In Wembley. Pop was huge for him. And a lot of people didn't really get what he was doing when he turned heel. Or just before he turned heel, how he was deliberately being annoying. But I think people are sleeping on Ricochet, and I'm excited to see what he can do as the first national champion. People are probably going to hate me for this one, but Kyle O'Reilly and Mox, I think, went on too long. I know it was no holds barred, but again, I'm just really struggling with John Moxley matches because he spent most of the year being a pussy. I think he's lost 3 I Quit matches in 12 months. He's tapped out in Blood and Guts, and now all of a sudden he's this vile killer again and almost murdered Kyle O'Reilly, and I'm supposed to believe that. I just think it was dragged out for too long, and I don't understand how we're supposed to be invested in John Moxley as a killer when he's been a pussy all year. Sorry. So happy for Mark Briscoe to see him win the TNT title. Kyle Fletcher was an amazing champion, but you know, it's not going to do him any harm. He's already said he's going to be in the Continental Classic, so it looks like he's aiming for Okada's title, which very interesting because we predicted him breaking away from the Don Callis family previously on the show, and it looks like the seeds are slowly being planted. But he was a great TNT champion. Made a lot of waves in this run as a singles heel, you know, in the middle of a stable, a huge fucking stable. So to be able to stand out in the Don Callis family when it's got like 67 members is incredible. We're all big Kyle Fletcher fans on Max Wrestling, and he was a great TNT champion, but we also love Mark Briscoe, and he absolutely deserves a run as TNT champion. And I also love that Orange Cassidy presented him with a custom belt, because pretty much everybody gets a custom TNT title, and Mark Briscoe's is of course a white camo strap. Very, very nice. The Young Bucks are no longer the Broke Bucks because they won the $1 million, but then they kind of threw it away anyway. I hate saying this because you had the Bucks, you had Kenny Omega, but I kind of feel like this one dragged out a little bit too. I know it was just shy of 20 minutes, but it felt longer. I guess I was expecting more high spots out of Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, Jungle Jack, but it was a pretty run-of-the-mill 6-man tag. And the Bucks seemingly turning face, picking up the win, and then deciding to go back down and help out Jurassic Express as they were jumped by the Don Callis family. But Kenny Omega obviously still not quite trusting the Bucks. But I enjoyed the Bucks' heel run with them having no money, losing their VIP status, and struggling to get basically any respect. But it was a nice moment to see them turn face, turn on the Don Callis family, because they never really wanted to be part of the family anyway. So yeah, it's interesting to see how it goes with the Bucks and Kenny from now on. I cannot tell you how happy I am that Chris Statlander retained against Mercedes. Thank you so fucking much. Thank you, wrestling gods. But we called it last week on Max that they're going to continue to stretch it out, that yes, Mercedes is being gifted all these stupid championships, but she's going to continue to struggle to win the big one, and she shouldn't win it until she loses all of her other bullshit belts. And also, Chris Statlander is an amazing champion. Do not take that title off her anytime soon, because she's killing it. She's looked strong this whole feud against Mercedes, and if you can do that when Mercedes is going here, there, and everywhere, winning belts all over the freaking world, then obviously you've got a star in Chris Statlander. And as for the main event, I didn't see it coming. Neither of us predicted that Joe was going to win. We all thought, Hangman's on a great run as champion. There's no reason to take the title off him. We also predicted MJF coming back, but he didn't. Having said that, I'm not angry or disappointed, and I can't complain about the result because we love Joe as well. He was a great champion last time. I'm sure he'll be a great champion this time. And it felt like that big pay-per-view finish where you got Hook turning heel, the heel cheating to win the title off the huge babyface. But the return of Swerve Strickland looking fucking jacked was amazing. And standing side by side with his mortal enemy is just beautiful stuff. And hopefully that means, another title run for Swerve in the near future. So for me, and I'm sure for a lot of people that I've seen so far at least, Full Gear was a massively, massively successful show. One of AEW's best, quite possibly their best pay-per-view of the year. And if World's End is half as good as this, then we should be ending the year on a high for AEW.
The end is here. Max Wrestling presents Promogeddon, Friday, December 26th. Go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com/Promogeddon.
Welcome back to Promo Series 10 Endgame Night 1. I am the captain. El Jefe is not with us on Night 1, but of course you just heard him from some trivia. So as always, speak his name and he appears. Once again, make sure you drop a people's elbow on the like button and a 5-knuckle shuffle on the subscribe button. Follow us on all podcast platforms and social media at Max Wrestling UK, and make sure you visit maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. Now, I am just as anxious as everybody else is to find out who the Demoness is facing at Promogeddon, but first, I'm also anxious to see the debut of Stevie Nics. No, not that Stevie Nics, a different Stevie Nics. So, it is time for the Max Tag Team Championships and the debut of Stevie Nics.
Yes, I know what you're all thinking. Mike Larkin, where is your tag team partner? Well, he'll be here very shortly because, well, let's be honest with ourselves here. It is Promo Series. It is his debut. It is my anniversary. I would not want to be anywhere else. But Steve is out right now doing some family stuff. His sister's getting married. Congratulations, Jackie. And hello, Jackie. I hope you're doing well. Much love, much respect, and all around good vibes and well wishes your way. Oh my goodness gracious, they grow up so fast. Anyway, I digress because this is not about a marriage. This is about a tag team championship match against the TSKs, Moses Marquez and Daniel Crimmins. Now, the last time Moses Marquez and I cut a promo against one another was at Open Door. And one of the things that was so prevalent to me when he cut that promo, that very lackadaisical promo on myself, was he was talking about how I took my ball and went home. Well, let me tell you something, Moses Marquez. I take that ball, I throw that ball, I catch it myself, and I hit a home run each and every single time I am on this screen. And I mean, look at it like this. I did a lot of great things outside of Max Wrestling. I worked for Capital Championship Wrestling. I got to ring announce twice in Las Vegas, Nevada for LFC. I got to work with my homie G, and I got to do a lot of amazing things and keeping on within my podcasting journey. And what did you do? You had bad cinematic matches against one guy who, let's be honest with ourselves here, if he came across my face, I would lay down the law on his bitch ass. You fought Beer in one of the worst cinematic matches I've ever seen in my life, which was substituted by a green screen, and the only good thing that was great about that promo was yours truly announcing the winner. Let's keep it a buck. Now, the other thing I have to mention is we also got Daniel Crimmins up in the mix. Daniel Crimmins, you and I have some promo series history. Let me tell you something, you Jay Leno big chin bastard. When it comes to Daniel Crimmins, his views, his ideologies, his speech is that of verbal diarrhea, because let's be honest with ourselves here, Dan, you are full of shit, and it starts from the mouth down. And the way I look at it and the way I see it, it goes a little something like this, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit talking that shit, punk. So Moses Marquez, Daniel Crimmins, come and get it. For Machete, for Grimace, my tag team partner is about to arrive very, very shortly. And actually, here he is right now. Oh, dear God.
This is the Steve and Mike Show podcast. Keep on rolling, baby. And now here's Michael Larkin and Stevie Nics.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boys are back. The band is back together. Stevie Nics, Mike Larkin, the Steve and Mike Show podcast. Now, lastly, in our bout with Moses Marquez, I told Moses Marquez, hey, man, why don't you take a piss test before you even do this promo? But now we got Daniel Crimmins by your side. So, hey, Daniel Crimmins, you drunk? How about you actually take a piss test? Can you even walk in a straight line? Well, straight is actually very debatable for you, son, because with the way that you glaze Daniel Garcia and his bag of dicks, let's be honest with ourselves here. That's the one thing that you and Daniel Garcia are really relatable on, is that you both have a bag of dicks in your mouth and you never get to the point when it comes to promos. Homie, take it away.
I am Stevie Nics, but you will know me better as Son of the Goon. And together, me and Mike Larkin, who is my gimp, we will destroy the promo universe. We will take down anything. The Goon and his gimp know no worthy enemy, because when it comes to Daniel Crimmins and Moses Marquez, they are the real jabronis. And the Goon and the gimp will serve justice. Do you know what I am saying? I am Son of the Goon, and I am here to dominate. I will slice you up like Zorro.
Well, the Gimp says this. When it comes to Moses Marquez and Daniel Crimmins, you boys think that you're tight. You boys think that you're too sweet. There ain't nothing as sweeter, and there is nobody who's as tight as Stevie Nics and Mike Larkin. When I was sitting there in that cafeteria and I was outcasted from society, and when I was just sitting there collected in my thoughts, sitting all by myself, who was the one that broke me out of my shell? Who was the one that came to me and invited them to their table? It was this guy right here, and I am forever indebted for that. When it comes to Stevie Nics and Mike Larkin, this ain't no online acquaintances here. This is a brotherhood. You know, most podcasters want to go out there and they want to talk about their topics and they want to talk about their itineraries. Well, when it comes to these two boys right here, it's all about what we did at a lunch table, and we're bringing the content to each and every one of you. We don't need no scripts. We don't need nothing. We are just two sweet, swift, and smooth-talking Long Island boys who have the gift of gab and have the gift of jabs. And when it comes to us, we will keep it 100. We will keep it real. Hell, we'll kick it with the TSK, and we'll kick them right where it hurts. Tell them, homie.
Well, I don't know what any of that was about, but Moses Marquez and Daniel Crimmins, they are going down because the Goon and the Gimp take nothing. They take nothing, and we are going to dominate. They are little puny wimps, and we are the pimps. Do you know what I am saying? So it is going down. It is going down on the podcast, on the promo showdown. We are going to dominate, and we will slice you up with our stick blades.
Well, let me tell you something, slapshot biatch, because when it comes to Moses Marquez and Daniel Crimmins, they want to run around here talking jibber-jacking, jack-talking, whatever the fuck you want to call it. These dudes are probably one of the most insecure sons of bitches I've ever seen in my life, because when it comes to Moses Marquez and Daniel Crimmins, they talk about being the ultimate tag team. They've gone through everyone in the list, daddy, but when it comes to the Gimp, when it comes to the Goon, and when it comes to Daniel Crimmins is that boy who looks like Bastion Booger if you put him in a blender. And to be completely honest with ourselves here, Daniel Crimmins is the perfect example of, hey, you kids get off my lawn, dickhead, with a friggin' receding hairline. When it comes to Daniel Crimmins ain't nothing but a drag along, a take along, a pull along. He can pull on this dick for all I can be concerned. Daniel Crimmins, when it comes to you, when it comes to Moses Marquez, you, my friends, can do this. Suck it! Homie, let him know.
Well, all I know is that when it comes to the promo showdown, me and Mike Larkin are two men, and Daniel Crimmins and Moses Marquez don't even make a half a man, if you know what I mean. So if you want the one who's not light in the loafers, then you go with the Goon and the Gimp, because we are the real pimps, if you know what I'm saying. It is going down.
Let me tell you a little something like this, man. We may not be from Harlem, but we bring the heat, and we want the gold, sucker. Moses Marquez, Daniel Crimmins, TSK, we coming for you, ninja.
Best beware. You best be knowing that we are going to take that belt. We are going to take that belt and win it all, and we're going to bring it home. The son of the Goon knows no worthy enemies because he dominates all, and so will his Gimp, Michael Larkin. And when it comes to the promo showdown, we will reign supreme.
Gimps and goons, boats and hoes, it doesn't matter to us. We want the gold, sucker. We want everything that is entitled to Max Wrestling, because when you look at the Steve and Mike show and people like us exist, no one else matters. My name is Mike Larkin. I am the podcast machine. And as always, it's my pleasure, but most importantly, it's your honor. We are Steve and Mike. We are dangerous by design, and we are the next Max Wrestling Tag Team Champions. For Stevie Nics, my name is Mike Larkin. For the son of the Goon and his Gimp, we bid you adieu. Ooh.
Hello, darling. It's time. I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm high with anticipation. I guess we can use the terminology these days. Why not? Because fresh meat is across from us. It's not only the returning, I'm retired, unretired Mike Larkin. I'll leave him for DC here, but it's a new guy. It's a new guy who thinks that just because Michael Larkin is the knowledge machine, is the podcast thingamajig, doohicker, whatever you want to call him this fucking week, that you have some kind of shot of walking into his show, his promo series, and doing something against this fucking duo. First off, you're outside your mind on that. Second off, do you even know what you're going to say? Do you have any idea of what's going to come out of your mouth? Oh, we're going to spitball like we did in high school. So you're going to sack tap each other? You're going to look and say, I wish I could bang her? Well, not even getting close to her fucking scent? Or are you guys drooling over hockey because of your old hockey podcast there? Give your fucking balls a tug, bro. The fact of the matter is they're young. Stevie, you're not so young. I can't even. I said young. Young in the game. Young in the mind. Young of experience. You are feed You are feed to the ring war that is the TSK. God, I had to bring in the nerd stuff. The fact of the matter is, titfucker, the podcast machine can't save you from the greatest tag team that knocked out and defeated the supposed greatest tag team beforehand. Yeah, I'm shooting jabs at you, Miss Fang. I got some words for you on another one. However, the words, though, for Mike Larkin don't come from me. They come from DC.
You know, Mike, you and I have known each other a number of years. Mo and I, we've been doing this thing for years now.
Years, baby. Many a moon.
And the fact that you brought in a train, to paraphrase the Silence of the Lambs, you brought a trainee to us. You bring him in to one of the biggest shows in Max Wrestling of the year, and you have the nerve to think that you can box? No. Fuck you. Furthermore, I find it absolutely hilarious that for the longest time, I put the idea in your head. I said, hey, let's give this promo tag bout a thing. You and I should do it. Oh, well, I'll think about it and get back. You know, and no, wasn't until I decided, you know what, I'm going to reach out to Mo. Both times that we were tag champions, I reached out. 2-time tag champions. They told me, they said, hey, the first time they said, hey, pick a partner. I picked the one best option, the only option. A guy whose accolades speak for himself. But what is it that he has above you, Larkin? He has consistency.
Hey.
Mo has consistency. He doesn't shy away. He shows up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, our time. Puts on a damn good show each and every week, and then he goes about, does his job, takes care of his family. And that's what he does. Mo is a damn good man. And you know what? We've done this long enough. And how long have we held this reign now?
Good godly, I couldn't count it because that's how long it's been.
And Robert Davis and the supposed kingpin, or Rodney Slavo, whatever the fuck his name, whoever he's going to be this fucking week, tried to step to us. Didn't work.
Failed.
So you have the balls to bring a fucking nobody to us who's never done a promo, and all of a sudden he gets a title shot? How much ass of Dazzy's did you have to kiss to get that going, Larkin?
The whole thing.
But hey, you know what? You want to step to the big dogs because, hey, you know you can't cut it in the world title scene anymore.
Nope.
You didn't want to go into the promo climax.
Nope.
I stepped up.
Hey.
Very short notice.
Made an impact nonetheless.
But here, you want to step into our game? Our world? Larkin, this is more my world anymore than it is yours.
Hey.
But why don't you go cut another cinematic promo where you got to make your little edits? You do that. Why don't you continue working with that hockey mask wearing dork?
Talk about you.
Welcome
Stevie.
to the big leagues. Be weary of what's waiting for you.
Be weary, beware. The fact of the matter is, to simplify it all, you cannot compete where you do not compare. And boys, you had no shot at this from the jump. And any glimmer of hope you thought you had just got put in the penalty box.
And it ain't over till we say it's over.
Overtime it is. For your bitch ass.
and new Max Tag Team Champions, Steve and Mike.
A brand new era is about to begin in Max Wrestling, including a brand new logo for the first time in 4 years. Bold, fresh, and built for the future. But that's just a start. Experience state-of-the-art graphics that bring every moment to life like never before. Feel the energy of our brand new theme song, Burn It Down, by of course Captain's Revenge, created to drive the action and amplify the excitement. And for the champions of our world, stunning new championship designs that redefine what it means to hold the gold. This is the makeover you've been waiting for. A new look, a new sound, a new standard. Immerse yourself in the next chapter of the Max Wrestling Podcast, and it all starts in 2026. You heard it here first. Max Wrestling gets a whole new makeover at the top of 2026. That is the first completely redesigned logo since 2021. And a little sneak peek at the first few events of the year, including Promomania 11, which comes your way in April. Also, how about those brand new designs for all the Max Championships, including the brand new International Championship, which you're going to see crowned on Thursday, which replaces the Dual Championship, as it will be unified with the TV title this Thursday in the Promo Climax Final. And of course the brand new theme song, Burn It Down, a new Captain's Revenge original. We all love every single scar, but we need a new song for a new era, so we will see you at the top of 2026 for all of this. Now, the question is, who is going to enter 2026 as the Max World Champion? We will find out at Promogeddon next month on Boxing Day, because as always on Max Wrestling, Boxing Day becomes Wrestling Day, Friday, December 26th. A little more information on that in just a little bit, but the Demoness will be defending her World Championship at Promogeddon, but against who? Originally it was supposed to be Beer versus Cypher, then Moses, one of the slides of the action, so it is now Triple Threat TV rules, Beer versus Cypher versus Moses Marquez. The winner signs their death warrant and faces the Demoness at Promogeddon next month. Let's find out who's making that ultimate sacrifice.
Shadow rise
So, here we are. Promo series. I didn't want this to come down to a triple threat match, but it doesn't bother me. People can bring in any match they have against me. You can bring chairs, ladders, straps. It don't make a damn. Because in my 2 years, I've nearly been back with this amazing platform that we've all built. This spot matters. And everyone's going to say, oh, that the Demoness is the most undefeatable. And everyone say that the Demoness is nowhere near as dangerous as she is. But let me tell you something, boys. I don't care who I have to go through, who I have to make submit, who I have to outdo. Because when I bring that world title back to the Dragon Club where it belongs, let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Corey, I'm going to start with you, my friend. Once upon a time, when me and you did battle last year, you held a funeral for me and saying that you were going to end me. And you held a funeral in our championship match. And what did I do? I took your television championship belt from you and I became the greatest duo champion that there ever has been. Let's talk about it. Corey, we've done battles on numerous occasions, boy. And this time, it's the final battle. And you want to know what's actually weird? Is I'm going to get to you, Mo, in a moment. That the three of us has something in common. All our football teams suck right now. And there's only going to be one of us, one of our shit football teams, that's going to go and advance to the final to face the Demoness. Me and you, Mo. Me and you, Mr. Marquez. Our history for good and bad. You see, we were tag team champions for a few weeks. And what did you do? You lost the tag team titles, and I was not even there when our titles were on the line. So seemingly, I never lost the tag team titles. You did. But I'm letting that slide. Because you gave championship gold to me. And then your presence was here when I had to beat my own best friend to win the world championship. Still your longest reigning Max Wrestling world champion that there ever is. The longest there ever will be. Because no one will ever outdo what I did. And then, Mo, turned your back on me. That's fine. I've dealt with loads of betrayal in my life. It'll never end, and it won't start. I put a clean slate between me and you, and what happened is I went into Promo Mania, and I walked in as champion, and I walked out as champion, and no one on Max Wrestling has ever done it before. Let's talk about it. I beat your ass. I knocked your ass right out in this very room. So yeah, we have great history, you know, great, good and bad. But let me tell you something, more gentlemen. Whether I have to do whatever it takes to get to the Demoness, to go, and I said last week, the final frontier. The one demon I've never accomplished, the only dragon that I have yet to fire. I will go whatever length I have to go, whether it's in my final breath. You will have to kill me, Demoness. Nicola, you are the sweetest woman I've ever met in my life. But the Demoness, that's a different animal. You see, the thing with me is, you don't know what to expect. You don't know what's coming. You know what? Know what's coming? He's coming. When I made cold-blooded beer, he's a guy that doesn't take shit from anybody. I may not be the most talented. I may not be God's gift. I'm not God's gift. But I am someone that never quits. And at the promo series, I know I got double duty. And I gotta face your boy, Rob Davis. Everyone on Max Wrestling, I respect everything that they've accomplished on this incredible brand that we've created from the ground. We are now one of the biggest podcasts in this space, in this sport. Not entertainment for me. Wrestling's a freaking sport. The only thing that's going to be so delicious is the tears of all the sheep that don't think I can do it. What's going to be nice is I'm going to make sure that every single one of your tears, I'm going to drink them. Very, very fun and very wisely. Because not a few people think I can now beat the two guys I respect a lot. You gotta be out of your damn minds. Corey, I beat you before, and I'll beat you again. Took your title, and I'll take it again, and again, and again. Mo, I beat you before. I'll beat you again. You, ironically, my friend, shattered my dream of winning King of the Mic on my first try. But they say you'll never see it coming. What you're not gonna see coming is this fire-breathing, pissed-off dragon that will go at any length, whether I have to break legs, or break knees, and break bones to get my world championship back. And then I'm gonna go into Promo Mania, once again your champion. And if I can recollect my boy Phoenix saying that if he does not win the world championship by Promo Mania, that he is done. Greg, when I'm world champion again, there's not going to be any love story. There's not going to be a happy ending. Because I plan on holding my world championship for the longest time imaginable. And I know I got to go through these two first. Then I'll get to the Demoness. And then I will go and face you, Rob. Rob, I like you. I watch you on the pod with Mr. Larkin. But nothing personal, man. Just business. Good night.
Oh, yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, there's no need for no introductions. We're way past that point now. You already know the name. You know the story. You know the history. The final nail in the coffin that killed the MDO. The guy that turned his back on the jury. And the last surviving original member of the Brothers of Max Destruction. Shout out to Blade Rodriguez for being a real one. Not taking nothing away from Chris, he stepped away for personal reasons, but that punk-ass bitch, Travis the Walker Anderson, you got what you deserve. But it's not about history. It's about making history. And today, here at Promo Series 10, I reclaim what is not rightfully mine, nor owed, nor do I feel entitled or spoiled like some people that I'm calling out in this promo, but just showing how it's done. Now, we are here to talk about the budding romance, the bromance that is similar to Billy and Chuck without Rico, that's unsettling, disturbing, and kind of giving Brokeback Mountain vibes. I'm talking about Moses and Beer. Moses, I don't know why you're here. I don't know why you stuck your nose in business that wasn't intendedly yours. But I gotta say, Moses, this doesn't shock me. I'm not surprised by this. This shit, this is you. This is who you are. You're LFA. You're the boss. You make the rules. Get it. And yeah, I'll give you your flowers. You are on the Mount Rushmore of Max Wrestling. You've done it all. But you have never beat me, not once. I keep whooping your ass, Moses, and it bothered you. It bothers you up until now. But see, now you're not just facing me. You're facing your friend. Your brother. You always say his name every time when he has a promo. Up the Beer. It's disturbing and it's disgusting, Moses. I've never known you to be such a kiss ass in all my life. And in my time here, I've never known you to kiss anybody's ass to get what you want, but here you are. Being the brown noser, I know you... Actually, let me rephrase that. Being the brown noser I always thought you were. You're gonna ride Beer's coattails all the way to the top until you stab him in the back, push him out of the mountain, then we got a whole hell of a lot of problems. But Beer ain't forgot about you, sweetheart. I ain't forgot about you, the entitled, spoiled, rotten bitch of the Dragon Club, who will step on anybody just to get what he wants, to get his baby back, whether it's his own brother, his own cousin, his own family. He doesn't care. You see, he was Welsh and now he's turning Scottish, like he's Drew McIntyre or Pac or something. He's trying to be something he's not to gain something that's not his. He could say he's not afraid of the Demoness, but he's very, very afraid of the Demoness. Because where's this coming from, Beer? You're talking different, you're walking different, you're acting different. You remind me of Dazzy Lee back in 2021, baby. You're copy and pasting shit that's already been done. There's nothing original about you. Now, you may be back-to-back Iron Bait winner. You're the longest reigning world champion of all time. But why do you want to spin back the block? Why? Because you are just like Moses. You're riding Moses' coattails all the way to the top till you stab him in the back and push him off the mountain. See, there's an interesting chemistry here. It's a very weird dynamic. You two will be like, kiss each other's asses all you want. But the fluctuation of power is always going to be the same. There can only be one. And no, that's not a Highlander reference. There's only one world champion. And whether it's Beer that goes on to be the new Max International Champion or Robert Davis, or Beer being the runner-up to get the TV title, I don't care. I'm way past the point of asking permission, and I'm way past the point of letting people cut in line where they don't belong. Neither of you have done anything to earn an opportunity. All you do is bitch and moan and cry. Me? I sit back and watch and I observe. And that's funny coming from the blind guy, huh? Being the analytical one, the observant one, using his eyes to watch and focus in on the competition. It's funny coming from me, yeah. But that's what I do. I don't cause destruction. I cause controversy. And as you can see, I took out Travis. He's not coming back. He let his feelings get the best of him and look where it got him. Knocked the fuck out. And Moses, I'm not going to keep playing the same old shtick of you being 9%. That's old, that's lame, that's used up material. Beer, I don't know, I don't really have much to say about you other than you're just Dazzy Lee's new poster child, his new persona, his new gimmick. Everything that Dazzy's done, you're doing. Everybody wants to be the bad guy, but nobody has the balls to actually be one. Me, I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm just somebody who's looking for a fight. It doesn't matter whether I win or lose. I'm still going to come at you. I'm still going to talk shit. I'm still going to do whatever I want to do. And that's the bottom line. And at the end of the day, in this promo series 10, this triple threat, if I don't win, I don't win. I already said what I was going to do at Promogeddon. Me and Blade Rodriguez, whoever wins between the S&M and TSK tag titles, we're up next. And sure, we haven't earned the opportunity, but I would love to. I would love to earn the opportunity. Because there's not many tag teams out there. But if nobody else is going to call up next, then I'm going to be a shot caller and call my shot. But as for this triple threat, it does not matter anymore. I said what I had to say. I showed up. I show out. And if it's me and Megan Blackheart at Promogeddon, then so be it. But fellas, remember this. It's no longer up the beer. It's down with everybody. And that's what I meant.
Was it too much to ask for me to get just one more thing? Was it just too much to actually rely on the underdog to beat the big dog, which didn't happen? So I could, for no other reason than sheer joy of sharing an arena, a stadium, a match setting, if you will, against one of my better friends, one of my closest brethren. He's a brother from across the pond, and today he's an opponent. And for weeks on end, I've been singing up the beer, up the beer, up the beer. And for that tournament, now that I'm out, and still. But we're not there for that. We're not here for that. We're here I started forgetting for a little bit about why I'm actually here. About why I decided to insert myself into this. Why I decided to turn the footy chat into a triple threat. And it's not because of our love for footy. It's because we each have that itch to get back in the mix with the one, the only. You say her name in hushed tone so I don't say it out loud. Yeah, her. And now she has the biggest prize of them all. The prize that both Beer and I once went to blows over. I flew across the pond and showed up at this cat's apartment and tried my damnedest to beat the shit out of him, but numbers prevailed. And in this one, the numbers don't really mean much. The number for this one is not the number of Dragon Club members. No. This one is all about the members, or I should say competitors in this one, and that number is 3. And the 3 that we have here are tried and true competitors. Former Max Wrestling World Champions, former TV champions, former Knowledge champions, predictions champions, 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 champions. I had to go on a roll with the word. It just felt like the right thing to do. And the right thing to do is to beat the two men I call friends. The right thing to do is to win today and cement my name against her at Promogeddon for my sweet baby of a belt, the big beautiful gold herself, the Max Wrestling World Championship. Again, I was and at some point am an advocate for beer, but this is not the time. International champion, I'll never sing that, and that's for right now. But I will do everything in my power to ensure that I can sing that in a different version to beer each and every time that I see him. Max Wrestling World Champion. He'll never sing that. That's what today is all about. And at the same time, they're already saying, all you thought about is beer. All you talked about is beer. What about beer? What about beer? What about the other guy? What about Cypher? And I say this as nicely as I can. What about him? You see, Corey is a great competitor when he's on. He hasn't been on in the promo climax, and he hadn't been on prior to that. So now all of a sudden he's supposed to be in top form. Now all of a sudden he thinks he can make the international squad. You think you could play for your nation in the form you're in? Mate, you're so far off it, I don't even know where you start, let alone where you finish. See, as much as I want to be nice and I have to understand who he is, the facts are the facts. And at the end of the day, for both men, it'll go exactly how we want it to go. The realm of the footy. See, the fact is San Diego beat Charlotte. Charlotte's out. San Diego's number one. And if we look at the table, Spurs are still on top of United. And it'll be like that in this match. The man with the plan, the man with the resume, El Jefe himself, will clear these two, head straight into Promogeddon, look her straight in the face, and do exactly what DC and I did when we went after the tag team championships. We will leave them in an awe. We will leave her, I will leave her asking questions. Not questions like, why did West Ham get absolutely murdered by Spurs? Why is Spurs taking Mohamed Kudus to West Ham's best player? Because you see, just like your club and just like your reign, it's all irrelevant. And as much as I can't stop a club from doing their thing, I don't have billions of dollars. I can stop your reign. And I can make 2026 all about El Jefe.
And the new number one contender, Beer!
Alright, once again, Promogeddon comes your way Friday, December 26th. Boxing Day becomes Wrestling Day because, of course, we don't want to take you away from your families on Christmas Day, so there won't be a Max Wrestling episode on Thursday. You gotta wait till the next day. We will see the Demoness versus Beer for the Max World Championship. It's all gonna go down to end 2025. Plus, as previously announced on After Max, the Max Tag Team Champions will be defending against the Brothers of Max Destruction, that being Cypher and Blade Rodriguez, at Promogeddon on December 28th. For more information, go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com/Promogeddon. And in case you can't spell it, it's double D. So thank you for joining us on night 1. We appreciate you all. All the action continues in just 2 days, so join us on Thursday for night 2, where you can see all of this. It will be the end of Promo Climax 3 as we determine the first ever international champion in Max Wrestling in the grand final between Robert Davis and Beer, the winners of the Butcher Block and the A Block. But the runners-up still have a shot at gold, as the television championship will be up for grabs between myself and the best laugh in the business, Rodney Slabovich. Ha! And the third match in the Winner Stays On Gauntlet will take place as we see the champion defend against a mystery opponent, which I can now reveal will also be Rodney Slabovich, making his debut in Trivia. Plus, we predict this Saturday's Survivor Series War Games, so don't miss it all in just 2 days. Your normal time slot Thursday for Promo Series 10 Endgame Night 2. That's going to do it for night 1, so here's all the socials again. You can find us on the Evil X Machine at Max Wrestling UK, at the Captain 512, and at SMRPodNet. Check out the website maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com, and don't forget to hit the sub or the follow button on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, all the socials, and of course you can subscribe to Max Wrestling on YouTube, and of course don't forget the TSK YouTube as well for Moses and all his other shows. And Mike Larkin, the links for his channel will also be in the description. You can go check that out. That is it for now. We will see you in 48 hours. Goodbye, and good night. Bang.